What is a Navy SEAL's guide to eliminating self-doubt? What are the things that you saw other guys do really well or that you did to learn how to overcome being insecure, lacking the confidence of something, and just overall doubting yourself that everyday human beings could apply on a daily basis?
Bro, I think that we all need to come to the realization that we're all made of the same stuff, man. Freaking dirt. Mm-hmm. That's all. We are all made of the same stuff. So, Lewis, you are an awesome dude. You have accomplished so much, man. But you know why you have done? You have used your tools properly. Yeah. You don't have anything that I don't, and I hope you don't mind me using us as a direct example. Sure. You don't have anything that I don't have from a physical. I have a strong, healthy body and a strong, healthy mind. We're made of the exact same stuff. You have utilized your tools, your time, the people around you, your speech, your relationships, all these universal tools that we all have access to. We all have access to time. We all have access to people around us.
Resources at some level.
Yeah, those are, and you can't use the argument that, oh, well, say take time, for example. Say time is a tool that helps you accomplish your mission. Well, yeah, you may have more time than me, but take and look at it in the natural world as, say we both had a hammer. The hammer represents time. We need to drive a nail through this table right here. Yep. Your hammer's bigger than mine, so obviously you're going to drive the nail faster than me. But I have a hammer too, even though it's smaller. I can still drive that nail flush with this table right here. So it's not an excuse to say, well, Lewis has so much more resources than I have. It doesn't matter, dude. We're made of the same stuff.
Yeah, you can still get the job done.
We can still get the job done. So for me, that's essential is to stop looking at each other like, somebody, and look at me, for example, bro. I'm some old country dude from North Georgia. How could I have ever dreamed to go and serve at the tip of the spear with the best men America has to offer in the United States Fighting Forces? Right. How could I have ever dreamed of going to do that? It makes no logical sense. But even back in those days, I had the same viewpoint. We're all made of the same stuff, bro.
How do we, what can we do on a daily basis besides having that understanding of the tools and time to, again, overcome that doubt that we have, overcome the insecurity or the fear or the judgment we put on ourselves in order to have more belief in ourselves to accomplish our mission? Is it you should have a set of routines and habits that you honor your word to every day, and you are your word to yourself of what you say you're to do? Is it doing hard things every day that builds more belief? Is it the words you use as well? Like, what's the ingredients?
That's an excellent combination, Lewis.
I like those.
It sounds like you answered that question, bro.
But is there anything else that
so I'm very hesitant, to give advice. I never give advice. I can tell you what I do based around those things that you just said. I have a routine. I get up every morning at about 6 in the morning. The first part of my day, I dedicate to my God. So I give him the first fruits of my day. I honor him in that way because I feel like he expects that of me.
But through prayer?
Through prayer or reading. For me, it's the Bible. So that's what I do. It could be for 5 minutes. It could be for 45 minutes. But that's how I start my day every single day. If I don't do that, I'm screwed up, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So, I do that. Then I spend 4 hours a day training. That may sound crazy, but I train for 4 hours a day. And that right there, that's where all my perspective comes from. That's where my outlook on life comes from. During that 4-hour block, I am honing my body and my soul. my mind, will, and emotions. That's where the battle is in the soul. What do you want to do? What do you think you want to do? How do you feel about something? Those are the things that we need to get a hold of, right? But when you're out doing something hard, self-inflicted adversity, it hones that soul portion of us down at the same time that it's training our body. So the two are very intertwined.
So giving you energy, keeping you healthy, keeping you lean, sharp, it provides that for the body.
It provides that for the body.
And the soul and the mind, right?
The soul being the mind, will, and emotions, it makes you force your mind, your will, what do you want to do, and your emotions, how do you feel about this activity and this pain?
Because you don't want to do it.
Exactly. But when you go out and do it, you're honing that portion of you as a human, and then moving forward from there.
Wait, so that's every day, 7 days a week, or is it 5 days a week, training 4 hours a day?
Yeah, I train.
7 days a week.
I set that block. Now the intensity may vary.
Right.
It may just be a 4-hour hike in the woods.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
It's not a ultra marathon every day.
No, totally. I may only cover 10 miles in that 4 hours. I may cover 30 miles.
It's always a run. Is it something else? A swim?
It could
hike,
be a
bike?
combination. It could be weight training. I do weight train. Strength training twice a week at least. But
why 4 hours? Why not 1, 3, 5? Is there a number with 4?
Because there's no number. I mean,
no reason with 4?
I feel like that's what I need personally to perform on the level that I want to perform and to maintain the perspective that I have on life.
Powerful. Okay. So after that?
After that is my work time. From noon to the rest of the day up until 5, 6, sometimes 7 o'clock. That's my work time. And so I take all that perspective and all that energy and all that good stuff that I get out there on that run or that weightlifting or whatever, and then I transfer that over into my work time.
Wow, that's probably powerful. You got so much clarity.
That's it, brother.
And you get all your best ideas from those 4 hours. You probably let go of all the pain or frustration or anger or whatever you got in your head that's festering from the day before. If you have anything, that clears out.
That's it, brother.
You purge that stuff. You get back to a peaceful place.
Yep, so I took care of my spirit in that first 30 minutes, take care of my body, soul, and that next 4 hours, the rest of the day, man, I can hammer some stuff out.
Wow.
I can put down some, so that's the one thing, that's my biggest fear.
What?
As things grow. My biggest fear is that this telephone and this phone text messages and social media, my biggest fear is that stuff is one day going to maybe tarnish the clarity of my perspective. Is going to take away from that 4 hour block of time. Because if I don't put the time in to myself, all that Instagram, all that stuff, none of that matters, because if I don't put that 4 hours into myself, the stuff that I put out on the back half of the day is not going to be as pure as it should be. So my biggest fear is losing that purity, man. And I just shouldn't say I fear it. I'm very conscious of it, man.
So you finish around 5, 6, 7, and then what's the evening look like?
That's my wife's time, man. Yeah, I love her more than anything else in the world.
Yeah.
So
how long have you been together?
Brooke and I have been together for 7 years now.
So you got married while you're in the Navy.
Yeah.
And was that challenging for her to be with someone who's off in war every day?
Oh, I wish you could ask her that question. I mean, I feel like it was more challenging for her than it was for me, and as a SEAL, you're gone on average, I'd say 300 days out of the year. I mean, you're not at war that whole time. It's training, but it's a mix of both. And it's extremely difficult, man. Yeah, for sure. And she suffered from it, and but luckily we're still together. And again, because of the adversity we went through in our marriage, it's the same thing, brother. The adversity we went through in our marriage, my wife had a very dangerous disease called addiction. She she got wrapped up in that for a while, and we had to go through the process. I shouldn't say wrapped up. She was, in it.
Yeah.
And it was bad, dude. And that's a whole nother story, man. But we had to go through that adversity together. And now we have the best freaking marriage on earth, man.
Wow.
So.
What's the greatest lesson she's taught you while you were an active Navy SEAL and since your retirement?
Humility for 100%. She keeps me grounded, man. Yeah, she did that all, because as a team guy, man, you're hanging out with active duty, pipe hitting alpha males all day long. And you need somebody to pull you back down to earth sometimes. And even with ultra running, I'm really competitive there. And I'm not a cocky person, dude, but if I start to get a little lofty with, my speech or something like that, man, she'd snatch me right back down to where I need to be.
Okay.
So
humility has been the biggest lesson. What's something she that you've learned about her since you've left the Navy that has surprised you? That's different than when you were together in the Navy. Because you had more time with her, I'm assuming.
I would say how talented she is. Like, I didn't get to pay enough attention to her talents when I was active duty. And now that I get to spend more time with her and she's getting to pursue some of her passions, it just has blown me away with how talented she is. So she loves photography. She's an awesome cook. And just her people skills, man. So that's the biggest thing.
What's the? Do you have any regrets from anything in the 12 years, or wish you could have gone longer? Because you had to retire essentially because of the hearing loss from all the bombs and.
Yeah, it was a whole combination of stuff.
A bunch of different things. They pretty much said.
So I was medically retired.
Gotcha. Yeah. Would you have stayed in it had you been perfectly healthy, 100%?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I would have definitely. I would have stayed in the teams and as long as they would have let me. You get to go to work with heroes every single day, bro. Why would you ever want to leave that?
Wow.
Do I have any regrets? Nothing that really stands out, man. I really wouldn't change a thing.
You wish we would have found a few more walls to get behind, and a couple more rocks.
No, man, because it's all brought me to where I am now.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here talking to Lewis Howes, man. Yeah. In my opinion, I don't deserve to be here, bro.
Yeah.
But the whole chain of events have brought me to where I am now,
meeting
present
Jesse,
in this
meeting
day,
other people,
man. And I'm not trying to put you on a pedestal. I'm just using you as an example because we're sitting right here,
sure,
face to face.
What were some of the coolest moments that you got to experience where you're actually in the moment thinking, "Man, I'm just a kid from this town in Georgia, and now I don't want to speak out of line for you of what you've told me in the past, but now I'm doing this, and now I'm doing this, and this is crazy." Did you ever have any of those moments, or were you just?
The coolest moments that I've had in my life have been since I retired this past January.
Really?
They have, totally, man. So much stuff has happened, dude. Just like the vision I told you about, and being able to let go and move forward into this awesome future.
Not holding on to the identity of the past.
Exactly,
man.
This
is who I was. This is my dream. This is my whole life. Now it's over.
That's
Not
it,
holding
brother.
on to the glory days.
Yeah. So the coolest moments have definitely been in this last 8-10 months. Wow. The coolest moments of my life, dude.
Really?
Yeah, man. And not to take away from what we did in the teams, but that was a job. It got to the point, and I think all guys get that. It's no different than, you going to do what you do with your group every day. Yeah. It was a job, dude. We had a mission. We went and did it. Skydiving, diving, that was all the job, man. But now it's fun. And it's like all these exciting things have happened, and just the network, getting to know people like you, like Jesse, you know, Scott Worthington out in New Zealand, getting to know, create this network of just awesome individuals, and it's been amazing, bro.
Wow.
So I would say those are. I know that doesn't directly
That's
answer
cool.
your question, but
Yeah, it's all good. If you're looking for more greatness in your life, make sure to check out this video right here. And also check out our free PDF, The 3 Secrets to Unlock the Power of Your Mind to help you change your life. Download it right here.
That's what keeps you going, is you gotta feel, I'm doing it for 1 second.